Angelina Jordan with Fields of Gold. Let's listen.
You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love far to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love far to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold.
I suppose I ought to say something. But what can you say? Or simply witnessing the voice of an angel. I don't have an explanation. I don't really have much to say. It's perfect. It's perfection, in my opinion. And I've heard this a number of times. And excuse me. It always affects me so deeply. I'm not sure why. It's just so beautiful. It's not the lyrics, I don't believe. It's got to be Angelina's voice and just the perfection of her voice. All I can picture is, it's like you've been called to stand in front of the greatest thing ever, person, whatever it might be. Maybe it would be like, I picture, I watch a lot of movies, and I'm not sure if it's like this or not, but, I remember some movies back in ancient China. If you were called to see the emperor, that was like, oh boy, was that a big deal. You had to, get down, according to some of the movies, you had to get down and, basically be on your hands and knees, and as you enter the place and be lower than the emperor. And kind of like that, except, of course, Angelina wouldn't expect any of us to behave like that. But it's almost like there's a, you're standing in front of something that's it's a miracle. It's miraculous. And how should you behave? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how, what to say or what to do. It's kind of like when my kids were born. When you're there, when you witness the birth of a child. Yeah, in some ways, it's like when you're there. If you're there when somebody passes too. There's something about those moments that it's hard to comprehend. In the case of those two examples, you got one that's pure joy, and the other one that's not necessarily sadness. It depends on the situation, I think. It's loss for sure. Loss of the physical person that we knew. But you listen to Angelina here. This is the voice of an angel. It really is. What else could it be? I think I mentioned it earlier. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I did a mashup of Angelina and Eva Cassidy. Oh, quite some time ago. Maybe I'll repost it. I was going to redo that video because it was quite a while ago that I did it, and I think that possibly some of my skills have improved a bit over time. And maybe I could do a better job, but I don't know if I can, to be honest with you. Doing it the first time was incredibly emotionally draining, incredibly. Cried the whole time I was doing it. Especially after reading Eva Cassidy's story, which I did before I did it. And it was a lot. Anyway, if you guys want to look, you can go back in my in my stuff and you'll find it. I think it's got this picture on it, if I'm not mistaken, so it'd be easy to spot. But yeah. Yeah, this is beautiful. Let's listen one more time. I'll keep my mouth shut. Okay, promise. I'm going to take my picture out of here because I'll probably try to do a full screen of this. I can't do it here, but I'll try to do it in editing. There we go.
You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love far to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold.
Okay, guys. I mean, I could honestly just put this on a loop and listen to it forever. Okay. This and another couple hundred of Angelina songs. This one is just particularly emotional to me for some reason. And the only thing that's in it is got to be the beauty of her voice, because the video is pretty simple. There's not a lot there that would peak emotion, I wouldn't think. And like I said, the lyrics don't strike me as being particularly emotionally impactful. They're beautiful too, of course, but it's all Angelina and her voice. That's enough. So that's that. Oh, just for those that are curious, I have a couple of band-aids here. I'll get up a little closer. I have a couple of band-aids on my on my eye here, or my nose, whatever. It's on my nose, I guess. And what happened at work today was a cold, wet day. It snowed today, almost all day long, off and on. Not a lot of snow. At one point, it was kind of blizzard-like. I posted some shorts, and you can see how intense it was for a few minutes. And but it was cold, and then pressure washing boats is a wet, nasty job anyway. And so you try to wear enough layers of clothes and stuff to stay warm, but it's tough to keep your hands warm when they're wet all the time. And what happened was a lot of times when I'm pressure washing boats, the best way to do it is to get the tip of the wand at a 90-degree angle to whatever surface you're trying to clean. And on the bottom of the boats, there's all kinds of angles and stuff. You can't hold the wand in one spot. You got to constantly be tipping it a little bit this way or that way to get the right angle with the wand. So here I got these heavy, wet, nasty, cold gloves on, and my other hand is trying to turn the wand, and this one's trying to guide it, and I inadvertently, my hands of course were frozen, so I don't even know what my fingers are doing half the time. So I inadvertently pulled the trigger when I was trying to move the wand around, and I didn't have my other hand there to keep a good grip on it, the wand part and the nozzle. So it just came right out of there instantly and smack right between my eyes, right up my nose. So I got a ding here and here. I'm not looking for sympathy. It was stupid, but it's an accident that happened. I'll blame it on the weather. It was cold, nasty all day long. My gloves were soaking wet. My hands were frozen, and I was trying to manipulate the wand in the proper position to do a good job cleaning a boat. How stupid am I? just squirt the water out here and say you did a good job. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Even in places where nobody's ever going to see it but me, I still can't do it. That's just not my nature, I guess. I try to do a good job when I do the work. Some people don't care that much, and that's fine. I'm not criticizing them. Nobody's ever going to see it anyway. But I know. Okay, that's it, guys. I just wanted to explain the Band-Aids. I got 2 leaking places on my nose. One of my coworkers said, "Hey, Steve, you're bleeding." I said, wasn't sure if I was or not because I was soaking wet. My hair is wet. My face is all wet. I didn't know whether I was bleeding or whether it was water. So I didn't even go do anything about it for a while. And then later on, I took care of it, I guess. So I think I'm going to turn this back on again. I'm going to shut it off at some point. We'll see you later, guys.
You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love far to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold.
Okay, like I said, I could play it forever. So have a good day, good night, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.